3, 2, 1, and go. We are live. Welcome to the SmashLife Experience podcast. I'm your host, Michael K. Hughes. I hope you are doing well wherever you are across the globe. Today is episode number 9, flying solo number 5. The title of today's episode is your human operating system, HOS for short, principles, and program yourself for success. So, quick agenda for the day is, first of all, we're going to outline the background and the lesson of the day. Then we'll share a few quick stories to drive the point home. Then it is the paradox, the recommendation for the day, and then, of course, the invitation for you to take action, because this is where the transformation happens. So, before we get into that, quick shout out to today's sponsors, who are, kindly again, the Worldwide Hospitality Group. They are the VIP experience specialists. Like us, they pride themselves on giving and providing peak experiences to their clients and customers. They can arrange hospitality from seats to boxes to charter private jets, etc., to and from venues for every sport you can imagine, from football, rugby, cricket, golf, F1, music concerts, etc., etc. The list goes on. For more information, for a quote, and to book, also for a 5% discount on all orders, send us an email at thesmashlife@gmail.com for more information. So thanks, guys. Worldwide Hospitality Group. Go and check them out. So on to today's podcast episode, whether you're listening on the podcast app or whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or wherever it may be. Welcome. So today was going to be, I first wrote down core values, but then from that came principles, okay? The difference being core values are the qualities and standards that govern behavior. Principles being more the rules and beliefs that govern actions, okay? So I decided to go with principles because we're all about action, okay? Having values is great, but then actually taking action from the principles is what we're all about. Now, this will create your human operating system, okay? How do you operate as a human being in the world? Now, we operate from first principles, or principles first, rather than hearsay, status quo, doing things because that's what everybody else does, sort of just following the herd mentality, following the masses, etc. So when you come from a place of first principles and you know and define your own human operating system, you can literally program your mind and program yourself for success in whatever area that may be, whether it be in sport, in business, in music, whether you're a parent, you want to program yourself for success with your kids, or whatever your area of life, area of expertise, area of interest may be. These are principles and systems, exercises that can be used and adapted, whatever your particular endeavor in life may be. So, obviously, principles is a massive thing, and it's probably quite well known, but we're going to really dive quite deep today. One of the guys that really, what's the correct word, really opened my eyes and mind to this was a guy called Sam Ovens, consulting.com. Go check him out. And he talks about a book by a guy called Ray Dalio called Principles. So let's go into this a little deeper then. So the lesson is to know thyself. Socrates, the famous Greek philosopher, said to know thyself, okay? To know others is strength. To know thyself is wisdom, okay? Now, when you know thyself, it helps you to solve problems, to overcome obstacles, to make better decisions, to be happier and more fulfilled. So there's some pretty good reasoning for us to go deep on the principles and to define your principles and then to live your life based on your principles. So, in the book Principles by Ray Dalio, he mentions sort of 3 things. Number 1 is radical open-mindedness. This is like egoless, okay? Radical open-mindedness, curiosity. I think it was Walt Emerson says, be curious, not judgmental, okay? Number 2 is find the root cause. So if something keeps happening over and over in your life, find the root cause, break it right down and find out why is it happening. When we get to the root cause, then we can look to make changes to get a different outcome. And then number 3 is to write your principles down. Okay, here's a quote from the book: is to be principled means to consistently operate with principles that can be clearly explained. Okay, so with that said, here are my 7 core principles. Okay, now I've iterated and developed, cultivated these over many, many years, and this is the current batch that I currently work from and operate from. This is my human operating system. So I hope you take some value. I hope you take some ideas, maybe some aha moments, some light bulb moments, and then at the end we will give an invitation, a call to action for you to go and take some action and create your own. So number 1 is be and become your best. Okay, now I didn't just go with be your best, because that implies that you're not continuing to grow, continuing to develop, continuing to evolve. I went with be and become your best. Okay, so you are your best in every moment, but you're also striving. You've got a commitment to excellence, and you are striving to become your best and become even better. Okay, now this is not from a place of lack or scarcity. This is from a place of abundance and evolution and striving, as I say, striving for excellence, commitment to excellence. Okay, when you do this, good things happen. You activate the positive success cycle and you attract success to you. Rather than chasing success, you attract success to you. So that's number 1, is to be and become your best. Number 2 for me is to think different. We use the phrase disruptive by design. I think it was Einstein that said to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result is basically insanity. So if we use the process of think, do, results, in order to do something different, you must first think different thoughts. So hashtag think different. Different thoughts, thinking different, new and different thoughts leads to new and different actions, which will then lead to new and different, hopefully better results. Okay, so number 1, be and become your best. Number 2 is to think different. Number 3 is authentic expression. Be and love yourself. Okay, we are plagued as a society by the need to fit in and to be accepted by others. This is something that has haunted, let's say, myself previously in the past, and maybe I'm still guilty of this sometimes in the present moment and even in the future. None of us are perfect, but we're all doing the best we can with what we know. So to authentically express yourself, sometimes or oftentimes we don't authentically express ourselves. What do I mean by that, by the way? I mean, say what you think, what you feel, do what you want to do through fear. We don't do this through fear. Fear of, and we've covered this in previous podcasts if you want to go back and listen to them, fear of judgment by others, fear of failure, fear of criticism. All of these fears all add up. So instead of authentically expressing ourselves, who we are, what we believe in, we get to the point of action and then we stop ourselves. And then the chimp mode takes over, the ego brain takes over, and we talk ourselves out of things. Okay, so if you be yourself and you love yourself, you vibrate inwardly, then you can vibrate outwardly and authentically express yourself, which I hope is what I am doing right now. So that is number 3. Number 4, consistent 10x actions. Okay, not just consistent actions, consistent 10x actions. For those of you who don't know, 10x is, of course, Mr. Grant Cardone, the American real estate mogul, social media, everywhere, omnipresence master. So this is about taking action day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, not just a little bit, but massive amounts of action. Okay, so you may also notice that these principles are kind of linking on from each other as well. So be and become your best. To do that, you need to think different. You then need to authentically express. Then it's consistent 10x actions. I'm going to use the quote, excellence is not an act. It's not something you do once, but a habit. It's something that you do consistently over time. And that is how success, that is how winning is done, whatever area of life that may be. Then Number 5, we move on to inclusivity. Okay, I could have used lots of different words or phrases for number 5, but I went with inclusivity, meaning help others, work together, help others in a non-judgmental way. Everyone is doing the best they can with what they know. So providing they have good intentions, help each other, work together, all good for all, collaborate, partner. The fastest way to success is with other people together. If you want to go fast, maybe go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I've also got a couple of other phrases written down. We are all family and we are all one. Okay, so we're all in this together, this game of life. And the fastest and furthest way to success is to work together to help others. So inclusivity. Number 6 is a little mysterious one. Verio nusquam dominar panton. If you know me personally, then you may already know what this means. If you don't know me personally and you don't know what this means, I'm going to leave it at that. It's Latin. Maybe Google it, okay? And then number 7, this is probably my favorite one, to be fair. Hashtag SmashLife. If you're not having fun, you are not doing it right. Okay, so have a smile on your face, smile in your heart, and vibrate that outwardly to others. So there is my 7 principles that I try to live my life from, my human operating system, or HOS. And this is how I've worked on myself and programmed myself for success. And this is how I navigate my way through life. So there is a paradox here, though, as with all of the stories and the lessons that we share. And this is not just to define your principles, but to actually live it, okay? So Ray Dalio talks about in the book, Principles, using failure as a way to create new principles, and then those principles create a system of how you navigate through life, okay? So this is a reminder for us all to show up and to take action. Don't let failure stop you from doing something that you want to do and you know that will move you forward in life, okay? Reality is happening now. Time is ticking, okay? Don't wait. Do it now. So with that said, the recommendation of the day, of course, is Principles by Ray Dalio. Go and check it out. I think the audio book is available, or obviously the physical book. And then today's invitation, today's call to action is to start to create your own P.D.P, personal development plan. And let's start with writing down and defining your own principles. Okay, the better you know thyself, the better you can show up in the world, and hopefully the more success you will achieve. This is just one example exercise that we use with clients in the Elite Performance Accelerator program, and using the 4 pillars framework. So I'm confident that you will get value from that. If you're unsure where to start, think about, what do I currently do in my life? How do I currently do it? Start to get a pen and a piece of paper, start to write down a few of the key points, and then kind of break that down and brainstorm basically to find your sort of first principles. And then that's not going to be set in stone. That's then going to be sort of the base, the foundation that you can then create and cultivate and grow your first principles from. And then also what you will find, and this is what I found as well in my life, is that you will about to make a decision, maybe something is offered, an opportunity or whatever it might be, and you find yourself kind of subconsciously, before you make the decision, going, first principles, this is all in like a split second, your brain's firing, you're thinking first principles, what should I do? Coming from a place of first principles rather than just random actions and random decisions all over the place. So obviously, just like anything else, it's a skill. It takes time to work on and to develop. But if you can crack this, then it definitely leads to a more productive, happier, more fulfilled life and work. Okay, so final thought, final comment is from the book Principles by Ray Dalio. So I hope that's been a great overview. Hope by me sharing my first principles, then that will give some light bulb moments for you. And Ray Dalio says, principles are a way of successfully dealing with reality to get what you want out of life. Okay, so quick recap of my 7 first principles. Number 1, be and become your best. Number 2 is to think different. Number 3 is authentic expression. Number 4, consistent 10x actions. Number 5 is inclusivity. Number 6 is Verio Nusquan Dominar Panton, and number 7 is to smash life. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Before we go, another quick shout out to our sponsors, Worldwide Hospitality Group, the VIP experience specialists. Like us, they pride themselves on giving and providing peak experiences to their clients and customers with exceptional customer service and delivery. They can arrange hospitality from everything from football, rugby, cricket, golf, F1, etc., music concerts, festivals, the list goes on. So check them out, Worldwide Hospitality Group, or send us an email, thesmashlifeat@gmail.com for more information, a quote, booking, and 5% off all orders. Big shout out, Worldwide Hospitality Group. Guys, I urge you and invite you to go and define your own first principles. This is your human operating system. You can program yourself for success and navigate your way through life in this journey, on this game that we call life. So remember, this is the Smash Life Experience podcast. I am your host, Michael K. Hughes. Together, we are shifting the global paradigm of human potential and elite performance. Our goal is to educate, inspire, so that you take action and transform. This is the next generation of human evolution. Guys, wherever you are and whatever you're up to, thanks and have a great day. Remember, it's nice to be nice. Smash life. Yeah, man. Peace.